to Sapphire Foods. The management is now with us. Sanjay Purohit, whole-time director of the company, as well as Vijay Jain, chief financial officer. Sanjay, let me come to you first. How are the demand trends? What are the footfalls in terms of the business that you do in? Are people now urging and going back to the pre-COVID levels?
Today is a big day for Sapphire Foods, and it's a big day because I think our responsibility to our stakeholders has only increased manifold. And we are always conscious of this responsibility even before listing to all our investors. But today I think it has just gone up multifold. So listing equals to even greater responsibility. From a business perspective, I think we set ourselves up in Sapphire Foods to do perhaps three things really well. One is our core purpose. If we serve our customers great food, great experience, great value, all financial goals will follow. We are building ourselves to be an execution machine. The back-end operations that drive this customer focus is really what we have to concentrate on. That doesn't change. And finally, the organization that we want to build, where our values drive everyday behavior, and we try and get a professional owner kind of mindset. So this is what continues. This is what will perhaps drive better results going forward, and therefore will translate into our share price. What we are seeing today is as the COVID pandemic restrictions start to ease, we indeed are seeing a recovery of all parts of our business. So delivery in any case was doing significantly better than pre-COVID, but even dine-in today is almost back to pre-COVID levels. The business, both the brands are doing fantastically well. KFC and Pizza Hut just shows the consumer trust in both of these brands. And therefore, when I look at the past 18 months, the COVID period actually enabled us to land even better than what our pre-COVID momentum was. And as we're getting out of the pandemic, I think the future looks quite promising.
Good afternoon, Mr. Purohit and Mr. Jain. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation. And my question is to Mr. Jain. With the IPO now being a complete OFS, no money goes into the company. Are you funded for CAPEX?
Few months back, we actually had a private placement round. The idea was to solve for promoter from both YUM requirement as well as SEBI requirement. And in the same private placement round, we raised a primary of 474 crores. So with that kind of a cash on the balance sheet, plus we are a EBITDA profitable company. In a short period of time, we are EBITDA profitable and we are highly under leveraged on our balance sheet. So with all these three things, we are taken care of for our future expansion plans, both on organic front as well as inorganic as well.
And from our expansion plans perspective, I think just there's been a steady ramp up of our expansion plans. We've seen even during the COVID period, in the second half, we opened about 27 restaurants. In the first half, we opened roughly 42 restaurants, of which in Q2 alone were about 32 restaurants. So our pace of expansion is only increasing, and we are fully funded to be able to drive this expansion, both through this cash that we've got in our balance sheet, plus the internal accruals.
So what is the message that you would like to give to your shareholders and investors at this point of time?
Yeah, so I'm grateful. The team at Sapphire Foods is grateful to our investors and to our shareholders. We understand that being a public listed company brings a certain amount of responsibility. I think, like I said, if you focus on the input variables, if you focus on delivering great customer experience and our back-end operational capabilities and the work culture, I think our financial goals will be met. And
all right, on that note, we leave it at there. Thank you, Mr. Purohit, as well as Mr. Jain, for joining us.